What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a new video. In today's video I'm going to be installing a set of these TPI wheel spacers. Now the reason for this is when I brought my Brembos, after fitting, the stock wheel doesn't fit. So if you think of putting some Brembos on your Corsa, bear in mind your standard wheels, they won't fit, okay? So you need a set of wheel spacers. Now I brought a set of just a cheap normal generic wheel spacers, and after fitting them, perfect. The calipers cleared the wheel, and after that, driving sort of speed, I've noticed I was getting quite a bad shake from the wheels. So I bought these hub-centric ones, they weren't cheap. It's £90 for a pair with wheel bolts, but the hub-centric, which is the best ones you need to get for your car, really. So I'm going to chuck them on today and see how I've only bought two for today because I wanted to make sure they fitted. I didn't want to spend 180 quid on 4 wheel spacers just for them not to fit and have to send it all back and go through all that palaver. So I'm going to chuck these on today, and if they fit I'll order obviously another set for the rears. But I thought I'd do a video on this today and just show you guys what I mean. Now I thought I'd show you what you get for your money and how they look. It's really quite a posh box, really, not usual. Usually it's a jiffy bag with spacers in, so you get obviously the spacers in here. They are 15mm ones, which are the ones I've gone for, and obviously some longer wheel bolts to go with it. Obviously all the instructions and torque values and everything else you need to know. So let's go and chuck them on. Guys, these are the spacers I bought, the eBay ones. I paid about, I think it was about £40 for the 4. I thought they'd be alright, but looking at them now, as you can see, it doesn't really leave much of a lip for the wheel to sit on. So I imagine all that was holding the wheel on is the bolts. Effectively, it's probably the main cause of my shaking. So I'm going to test fit now the hub-centrics to make sure they fit. While I fitted them on, they seem to fit okay. As you can see, I've put all the 5 wheel nuts in to make sure all the holes line up and everything else. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give the hub and everything a bit of a wide brush down just to make sure that it sits a bit more flush, so that I know it's flat against the disc then, and it won't be causing any sort of like wobbling, if that makes sense. Just to make sure it'll sit completely flush and there's nothing going to be making it cause to sit funny. Right, it's all wire brushed and fitted on now. I'll tell you what, fitting these on are a lot easier than these bloody things, because I noticed when you're trying to put these on and trying to get the wheel on and put the bolt through, it's just an absolute headache. Whereas these are just literally just slip on, flush against the surface, and they can just leave them there. And I imagine now when I put the wheel on, it should make my life a little bit easier. Wheels up, wheel nuts up. I'm just going to, the best thing to do is spin the wheel around now to make sure, because these bolts are longer, just to double check it's not catching anything on the back and they're not too long. But it seems to be spinning around perfectly fine. So I'm going to lower it down now and see how it looks against the arch. Well, I've got all the car lowered down now, and you can see it sits pretty level with the arch. Doesn't protrude anywhere, you can see anyway. So it's not sticking out, so it's still legal. And these were the 10mm one I ran it before. You can sort of see the difference. Whereas on this side it's got 15s on it. So it's definitely a wider track. So I'd highly recommend these spacers, guys. They're a good fit. They're a lot easier to put the wheel back on than it is with the universal rubbish ones. Well, that's the other side fitted now, so that's both sides done. See from the video I did before the difference now. Lining up with the arch now, so I've just ordered some ones for the rear. So the rear should come out a little bit more. It's just running on the 10s at the moment, but the main vibration is from the front. So I'm hoping it's cured. I hope it's cured it now. So I'll find out when I go for test drive in a bit. So yeah, overall I'm happy, and I just can't believe how much easier it is putting the wheel back on compared to them universal ones. If you've ever done universal wheel spacers, you know it's a headache, especially when it's wheel bolts going in and not the studs and nuts usually. So yeah, overall quite happy with my purchase. Well, that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry it was only a little one, but there's only so much I can say about wheel spacers and how to fit them. As you can see, they're a lot better quality than the spacers that you get off eBay, the flat ones that I showed you. So, as always, guys, if you liked the video, drop a like down, maybe subscribe for further content, and I'll see you on the next one.